Well, I am using that new press. It's been rather cold out, but some of these mornings have been like 20 below. But now the deer season's over, I want to do some long range out in the big pasture. So I'm loading up some 4570. And this is one of the die sets that I use 4 dies on. So I thought, well, I'll set up this new press. I'm not using the indexing. But one other thing I'm doing a little different is I'm using a set of dies I haven't used before. I've been using a Lee set for the 4570 all the time, but I happen to have, well, a Lyman set and an RCBS set. There was a time there was a shop that was going out of business, so they were selling stuff off real cheap. So I bought up a bunch of stuff. So I have extra die sets. This Lyman one of the reasons I wanted to set this up, it's got a few features in it that aren't in the Lee one. Like this bullet seating die. For one, it comes with 2 of these top parts that screw in for different profile bullets. And I think that's kind of a nice feature. And then also the expanding die is a rather different setup. There's a long plunger that goes quite a ways down in the brass. And what that does is, how sometimes if you load 4570 like this, you'll get kind of a wasp waist on it. You can see right where the bullet ends. Well, it takes that out of it. And it's nice, you can adjust it down so it'll put a nice flare on it, on the end of the case, but it also gets rid of that wasp waist on them. But the one die I'm still using, the Lee one, is the crimp die. But I do this in stages. But like I say, I've always used the Lee set, but I've had these other ones sitting around. I just never bothered to set them up. But I figured this way I could do it without disturbing my regular 4570 set for the 3-hole press. But I plan to move my gong. I've got that 18-inch gong, and I want to move it out into the big pasture so I can do some of the long range stuff. So that's where it kind of gets interesting to play around with. But then I have to have a fairly calm day. Not so much for the shooting, but to try to do a video when it's windy, it's hard, and that's kind of open country there, so the wind is, anything over about 5 miles an hour, it picks it up. I do like this die set. I think the regular list price, they're a little more expensive than the Lee. I think they're a little more expensive than the RCBS set. But, they're a good die set. But I think, when I was buying the crap, I think it was like 50% off or something. So I bought quite a few things just because they were so cheap. And even now, I kind of kick myself for not buying more, at the time when you can get stuff that cheap. But I had bought quite a little bullets and stuff like that. It was a good deal that I don't think I'll run into again. Now, I've noticed an odd thing lately with YouTube. In the last couple of weeks, it's probably been a lot of comments come in, not from YouTube, but from Google+. Now, when that happens, I can't comment or reply to comments on those. And like I say, that's something new. Because for a while I could reply to every comment. Well, that's changed again. And I don't know exactly what that is. Because when I go to try to reply to a comment, it tries to kick me on the Google Plus, which I have nothing to do with. I work around that. So I think it's just Google Plus trying to show that they're still relevant, though to me they really aren't. But that's why a lot of times I know Fuzzy Fork was sent a message asking, because I think he's having trouble uploading videos again, but asking if I could read his comments, and I can read them, I just can't do anything with them. I can't reply at all. And I don't know. That's always a puzzle to me. But I think it's just, Google Plus trying to show it's not dead yet. Yeah, this is a good die set. It does a nice job. Like I say, it gets rid of that hole. Because it used to be you could see exactly where the bullet ended. Well, another thing, this morning I happened to look at a video, and here was a comment from somebody who's commented on a lot of my videos and a lot of other people that I subscribe to, and I happened to go look, and here I'm not subscribed to him, and I thought I was subscribed to him, but I don't know what went on there. So I went and subscribed to him again. But, it's always a puzzle when, because I think sometimes you can accidentally get unsubscribed from people. Because I thought I would be subscribed to him, or at least be aware, because he's got, over a dozen videos on there. But it's, let's see, I'll have to look now what his name is. Because he does exactly the kind of videos that I like, but Remley82, he's got 6 subscribers and one of them is me. But I don't know how that happens. Unless I just overlooked it some way, but I find that hard to believe. Yeah, I don't want to be, I got enough. But it's worth checking out. Like I say, he does the videos that I like, but I don't know what went on there. But every once in a while I find that where, I haven't seen a video from somebody for a while, and then finally I'll go and look, and I'll realize, I'm not subscribed to him anymore. How'd that happen, So I don't know what went on. But I'm subscribed to him now. But I feel bad about that. So now I've been catching up on his videos. I don't do link things, but I'll put his name in there because, 6 subscribers. It just seems crazy, but. But I'm going to go out this afternoon and move that gong. If I can still get fence post to drive into this stuff. Because she's been cold, like I said, it's been 20 below. And this is, no special load. This is the same 405 grain cast bullet and a load of 40-64 that I normally shoot. But I'm happy with this die set. Well, and the press works perfectly fine too, so. But, I kind of figured that would. But YouTube is a funny thing. I never know you know, like I said, I've been getting a lot of comments that have been coming in from the Google Plus that I can't reply to. So it's like they don't have a YouTube channel or something, you know, that they're just on Google Plus. I don't know. I did notice that a lot of times they're the snotty kind of comments. You know, when that happens, but you know, it just seems odd. If I could block Google Plus altogether, I would. But I don't know, you know, I'll have to look on the computer someday, but I haven't been on the computer for months. I do everything over the phone. The only thing I use the computer for is editing. I upload them right off the phone. But I figured I should do a video today, though I think it's been almost a week, but you know, normally Ma would give me a call and wonder what's going on, but I just saw her the other day, so I'm not too worried about that. But I've been meaning to do this for a while, get out there. But like I say, it's been cold. Even now it's pretty cold in here, but the only problem then I have is the, you know, the bullet lubes get really thick. I had a lube over by the stove. But one of these next days I'll go out, you know, as soon as we get a calm day, and do some long range stuff. Because it's really enjoyable, you know, if the weather isn't killing you. But it'll be good to get these out again. And one of these days, you know, I've got more of the 4-hole turrets, so I will give it a try setting it up with that auto disc powder measure and the whole indexing and all that for the Tokrov, just out of curiosity. Or maybe they're Nagant even. But I think if a guy was going to be doing that, you'd almost want to have a separate one of them powder measures for each caliber. These I didn't, you know, I always use the scoops for these. But it'll be good to get this out. You know, it's all right shooting at 100 yards, but it's fun to get about and get 300 or 400 yards on it. That's where it gets interesting. And I figure using that gong will be a little easier, rather than shooting and then wondering and then having to go over there and check. And a lot of back and forth. The gong will give me a good idea right away. There, ready to go. But you can check that guy out. You know, like I say, I'm just surprised. I was surprised to see videos that I hadn't seen. But nice in a way.